age of Sagittarian, the age of Sagittarian, Sagittarian, Sagittarian. I think I'm gonna start putting some bloopers and stuff in the videos from next time on. Just don't have time right now to sit and edit everything. But then, okay, Sagittarians, preparing for you. How has life been, my Saggy friends? I know you're always emotionally charged, whether it's up or down. You're good. I've seen as some of you as the happiest of people. Although sometimes confused. But aren't we all? Don't we all get confused sometimes? Alright, Sagittarians. Let this be your Lionsgate 888, 8th of August 2024 Lionsgate portal reading. Okay. We're gonna start with this universe. What does this universe want to say to you? Messages for Sagittarians. Messages for Sagittarians for Lionsgate portal and Mercury retrograde in Leo. Too many. Those need to sit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, 8 again. 8. Right. Douse them, cleanse them a little bit, energize, recharge. In the meantime, you can close your eyes and take a deep breath, count to 4, and release that breath in the count of 4. It's a good exercise that I learned for anxiety and stress. Calms you right down. Okay, my Sagittarian friends, this is your first card, 7 of Cups. Looks like some of us are being presented by a lot of choices. Choices, desires, people, options. Too many options to choose from. Oh, too many options to choose from and getting confused by it. Your shadow self wants something else, your present self or your conscious self wants something else, and there is something else that wants you. Seems like a good situation, huh? I'm feeling kind of a little bit envious, but then no. Sagis, this is your time. Okay, but feeling a little confused between too many choices, between too many things, options, offers, and people, each coming with its own pros and cons, and the inability to decide at the moment. At the same time, you're being presented opportunities to present your skill. Put your skill forward. You can do a lot with what you know. I'm not sure if you're willing to put in those skills yet, but then I would say if opportunities are coming your way, and if it is more than one opportunity, weigh your options and go for something. Because everything that you've learned for a reason, to show it. Otherwise, what you're going to do with just learning things if you don't get a platform to show it? And that's what fulfills us, actually. Learning things and doing things is very fulfilling for some people, for a lot of people. People like Sagittarians, right brained. Okay, so be willing to take the opportunity, be willing to show your skills. The moment you show your skills, you will gain more fame, more respect, and recognition from others. Even people who have been saying things about you or not believing you, you can shut them all up just by showing what you know. Okay, not just by getting angry at them, but proving your point by doing your work. That is what is required of you. Next is Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups is full of desires but unsure because she's sitting on the banks of the sea or next to a high cliff, holding the cup which has two horns on it. So there's a lot of desires that you want to fulfill. There's things that are becoming fulfilled. But then there's a lot of emotional burden as well that you need to let go. But we are not willing to let go because you would rather sit next to the emotional burden and look at it and reminisce in it, and which is also kind of prohibiting you from taking on the next thing that is coming your way. It feels comfortable sometimes, isn't it, to look at your emotion like a sick puppy and that you're taking care of it. I know that feeling. The love for the wounded puppy or the wounded dog, okay, can be quite depressive, sometimes also required, necessary because you're the only person who can. But then when you look at your own emotions like that and look at your own situations like that, and you can easily end up drowning in them. Please don't. Okay? There are there is an option that you can empty this emotional cup in front of the emotional sea that you're sitting. You can empty this emotional cup into the sea that you're sitting in front of and try to take that step forward, because unless your cup is empty, nothing new can fulfill it. Situations are changing, see. Maybe there are knights in shining armor coming your way. Maybe you become the knight in shining armor. So you're going through between a phase of going gloomy and then going out into a battle, trying to win something straight off and going with full gusto, with full passion at something, and then going down again. The strange battle that you're fighting with yourself. At the same time, you're also trying to show skills, and at the same time, you're getting confused with the options that you're getting. So, if you're fighting a new battle every day, or if you're trying to win a new victory every day, it can be quite confusing. That's what the knight does. A knight is always ready to charge into another battle head first. He doesn't sometimes even wait for the king's order. And if you want to be the king or queen of your own world, you got to inculcate some discipline, some patience, and some diligence, some discipline, and some family time. Okay, in order to win your personal battles, maybe you've been ignoring your family, friends, things that make you feel happy that are already here. And life is kind of asking you to stop, count your rewards, uh, enjoy a family gathering if it's possible, or at least enjoy with your friends, good family relations, or at least good relations in a way, the ones that you already have that you can enjoy. Celebrate with them. The more you do, the more chances it is that you will start feeling happier, and you will actually be able to enjoy the prosperity that you already have. If you're always chasing the next million or the next billion, then you're forgetting to enjoy what you already have. And I can guarantee you, there is no billionaire in this world who can enjoy all the money that they have because they don't have time. They're chasing money with their time. They're not expanding their time, they're only expanding their money. Nobody gets to expand their time. So don't forget to enjoy, to have that time for yourself and your family, your friends, things that you actually value or people that you actually value, not just yourself. This is time for group activity. The moment you do that, you may also get fresh new opportunities, you may also get some windfall, you may also get some idea or money that people have been wanting to give you and you haven't been appearing for the discussion, for the agreement, for the task. So be willing to do that. Be willing to look at your family and friends and close ones because I guarantee you the money is coming or good opportunities coming. Good things are coming from those gatherings. Be it a wedding, be it a gathering, be it a birthday, be it that decision that you've been wanting to make through your parents. Some of you may have also been offered some sort of marriage or settling down kind of a proposal, kind of a thing, which may seem like a little more transactional or logical than emotional. But then, if that is what floats your boat, then go for it because that'll still bring you more opportunity. Point is, just be willing to spend more time with people, okay? People that you love, not just anybody, but people that you love and people that you can celebrate with, because that'll bring you more of the same. Will bring you more money, more prosperity, more options, more holding on to possessions, maybe even a new business idea or a venture that you've been thinking of, or maybe you can talk about your business idea and a venture to someone in those gatherings, and you may find a partner or something. But that is prescribed. Let it be prescribed by this universe. That is one way, also another way to get out of your emotional gloom. Okay. At the same time, be willing to look inwards and learn from your past actions. Okay. I'm sure you have some experiences in life that have made you who you are right now. And it's also time to look inwards at those experiences again. Because maybe that's where the answers to your emotional troubles lie. Maybe you're punishing yourself unnecessarily, or maybe you're punishing yourself too much. Things seems to be going okay, things seems to be going good, but then there is some sort of emotional punishment going on within yourself or to yourself. Come out of it, man. Come out of it, woman. Come out of it, man. Come out of it, friends. Come out of it, my Sagittarians. If you go on punishing yourself throughout your life, okay, you may have done some things wrong. We all do. And accepting, acknowledging, instead of dwelling in them, is what makes us grow from them. If you just dwell in them, if you just stay in them, it's not going to take you anywhere. Okay, and you may be causing arguments, you may be causing trouble in your own life based on your own past that you cannot deal with, that you do not want to deal with. It wasn't only the other person's fault; it is also your own fault to look at. Uh, now we have Two of Swords. So people's interpretation and my interpretation for Two of Swords is slightly different. See, over here you might be dealing with equally matched opponents, and it may not be a good idea to get into arguments or disagreements with people. As long as you can have a discussion and instead of an argument, it'll be better, because the people that you're trying to fight or argue with, they could actually be good allies or good friends or family members or people who are actually close to you, people that you connect with. And they're equally matched opponents. They've got as much dirt on you as much you have on them. Or they have as much charisma as you do. They have as much power as you do. They may not be the best of your friends, but then you do not want to make these people into your enemies. That is also the idea. Don't make any more new enemies until unless you sort the enemy within your emotional troubles. Given that, let's see if there is any more explanation for Two of Swords, because this story kind of seems stuck over here with this indecision, trying to fight, trying to not fight. Uh, so it's you want things to move fast wherever it is, but then in a way there's the other person who's making situations stuck or not allowing you to move as fast or not allowing things to move forward. Well, in that case, a lot of strength is required. It may be just mean attitudes from people. It just could be hatred and jealousy. So, what is recommended or prescribed is strength. By the way, these are my 9-year-old cards, 8-year-old cards, 9 years that I have, which has been the most precise so far. This new Beyond deck as well, but then I respect what this deck says. So keep up your strength. You are in Leo. I mean, we are in August, so uh, like the lion, you have to keep your strength up and determination, like this lady, that you can put your hands in the lion's mouth and take out what you need. A lot of courage is required from you. Maybe that's the kind of courage that will help you overcome your emotional attitudes as well. It'll do something that will allow you to push through. Be willing to have that determination, as if you can put your hands in the lion's mouth and take out what you need from it, and keep that courage to be willing to put your hands in the lion's mouth. Courage and determination, courage and determination. If it's a difficult person, if it's a difficult situation, courage and determination. As long as you're willing to keep those and a humble attitude of not trying to get into arguments, rather having meaningful discussions or logical discussions at least, things can move quite fast, quite forward. Okay? Right, let's see if there is any messages from beyond for my Sagittarians. Sagittarians, Sagittarians, Sagittarians. Uh-huh. So there are self-imposed restrictions. There are negative thoughts. So it's an emotional trouble that is keeping you at bay. Maybe with this person or just within. There are self-imposed restrictions, feelings of imprisonment, maybe a victim mentality, and sort of feeling entrapped or being entrapped by someone else. But then if your emotional attitudes are not right, of course, other people can take advantage of it too. It's the Eight of Swords. And what it also means that these restrictions, whatever there, whether it's by another person or whether it's by you, mostly it's your own. Even if the other person is putting pressure, you are willing to accept that pressure and put yourself into that negative thought pattern and maladaptive pattern of restricting and being put down. Well, help is available. That's another thing. Like this lady is stuck, but she's unwilling to move. Maybe she's also tied to a sword. So if she was just moving a little bit, those restrictions could cut themselves off, fade. It's just a piece of cloth. It's not even a tight rope. It's a piece of cloth on her eyes. If she would just scream and ask for help, maybe somebody else could help her out. But then it looks like this person is not willing to move or ask for help. This is either feeling entrapped, stuck in your head, in your negative thought patterns. So ask for help. If you need help, be willing to ask for help. Yes, some of us want to do everything on our own. But yeah, see, the moment you ask for help, there will be someone who will come and give you what you need. Sometimes as simple as that. Right. So there is Six of Pentacles, which means giving. Be willing to give and be willing to receive. Be willing to ask for help and be willing to give help to people. Sharing wealth. That means somebody could be sharing their wealth with you, and also you could be required to share some wealth with somebody else. This is also an act of benevolence. So if somebody is being benevolent to you, uh, if somebody is being benevolent to you, take that opportunity and don't waste that bounty, don't waste that money, don't waste that benevolence that is being given to you, whether it's emotional or material. Since it's pentacles, it's mostly material. Generosity, charity, and sharing. So this is also required on your part. If you expect people to be generous to you, you also got to be generous to people. If you wish to receive, you also have to be willing to give. Otherwise, the universe knows how to balance things out. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so doings of destiny. Right. So there is actually grand luck in store for you if you are willing to move out of your self imposed or imposed restrictions. There is a turning point in life that is waiting to happen. There is inevitability that it will happen sooner or later. Sooner if you move out of your restrictions, because there's the Eight of Wands, which is all about swiftness. So the moment you are willing to free yourself of those restrictions, you can move forward much faster. You will. And there may be some ups and downs, a little bit unpredictable. Of course, that's also what fortune does. Fortune plays its game, but then overall, it's turning in your favor. So all that is asked of you is get out of this mental trap. Everything else is going okay for you. Get out of this mental trap. Get out of this trap that you are in or you've put yourself in. Be willing to ask for help. The help is available. Just have the courage. That's all that is needed from you, my Sagis. You're just there at the threshold, right? It's just a cloth, a mere little cloth that's holding you down, or the cloth of mental thoughts. Once you have that in control, once you have shaken yourself up from this little restriction, there is something great that is waiting for you. Okay, so I'll make a recommendation. Okay, how about you practice a daily routine, one simple daily routine that balances your work, your rest, and your play, which is called work-life balance. But no, work, resting, and play. It cannot be all play and work. You get no rest, then you get cranky, then you take it out on people. It cannot be all work and rest, then you get no play, then you get cranky, then you take it out on people. So it's got to be all three, so that you don't eventually take it out on yourself. I'm not resting enough. I'm not playing enough. I'm not working enough. No, no, no. Figure out. Figure it out. I know you're capable. I know you're more than capable. Figure out a daily routine that brings your work, your rest, and your play to some sort of balance, so that you're not chasing all of it all the time. Okay, it feels like you're with this options. You're creating too many options, but you're not taking any of them, and you're chasing everything like a rabbit trying to chase its own tail, or a dog trying to chase its own tail. Calm down, make a routine. You can have all of that one thing at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One spoonful one spoonful at a time. How do you plant a forest? One tree at a time. Okay? Finding that equilibrium should be your goal right now, because everything else will fall into place. Everything else is okay. If you get to rest, then you get to deal with your emotional shit as well. If you do not want to deal with your emotional self, emotional trauma, emotional trouble, you will end up in the same situation again, because that's what fortune does. When the wheel appears, it means it's a cycle. Okay, there's Six of Pentacles and Six of Cups as well. These are all cycles. The World card as well. These are all cycles. So this is a repetitive cycle. We've been through this cycle before. It's a productive cycle as well, but then it can be more. It can be better. That's all that is expected of you, to go into the next level of, you know, in the next gear, let's say. Okay, and I'm sure you can. Little daily practices, finding slight balance in your work, play, and life. Work, rest, and life, play will take you a long way. Right. Let that be your reading for the Lionsgate portal. I wish you all the best. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell icon and leave a comment and ask me a question if you feel like. And I'll see you next time.